Hi there, Andrew Miller from Business Enjoyment, and again, I'm talking about the theme of overwhelm and losing track of where things are and what's going on. Because it's very easy to get to that point where you feel lost or unsure of what's going on, and you want to get back on track and head in the right direction. There's and direction is one of the key things there in that sentence because there's a lot of talk about visualization and getting really clear down to the finest detail of how you want to look and feel when you get to a certain point. And that has merit because our brains, they have no concept of time, so it's actually making your brains think that it's happening now, and it changes the way you perceive things. So I don't have an issue with that at all. But I do sometimes have an issue about the obsession of having to get it absolutely right. What I've noticed with a lot of people who have lost their way in business in some way, shape, or form is I run with an analogy like this. It's we tend to we get when we get born and set out in life, we kind of it's kind of like we're living on an island, and between the island, we're wanting to get to the bank on the mainland at the far end, and between the island and the bank are just loads of stepping stones all over, and so there's almost an infinite number of paths to get to the bank. And when we're on that island, we don't have a clue. We just basically we pick a stepping stone, we go in that direction, and then it's very much a case of on to the next one, the next one. Sometimes we've got two or three to choose one, and we just sort of pick one at random, and then that one's missing, so we go over that way, or whatever it might be. And it's a very random process. And then, of course, it gets to a point where we can actually see the mainland, and then we can see what's on the mainland and go, I don't want to be there. I actually wanted to be over there. And then that causes all the problems of having to change a different direction. So once you get close to the mainland, it's quite easy to sort of fine tune as you approach. So all you need to do at this stage, if you're not totally sure about where it is you're trying to get to, is just go with an approximate area. It doesn't need to be down to that fine detail. If you know roughly the direction you want to go in, then that gives you the steer as to what stepping stone you need to take. Or if there's a stepping stone missing, or the motivation to jump over that hurdle and to the stepping stone beyond. And then once you get closer, you can then fine tune it, as I say. So it's good to have a direction to head in, but it doesn't have to be so specific, absolutely every detail, because you can fine tune that as you get closer. And that's what I've noticed with, it's helped a lot of people that I've worked with, and myself for that matter. So that's my thoughts for today. Any thoughts you've got, I'd be welcome to hear them. Stick them in the comments box, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Cheers.